He was calling my job. He wanted me to pay him to get my phone back when you stole it. How does that work? How does that work? Okay, let me know. Bettina, I know where you work. Bettina, you stole from me. And then it clicked.
Come to the money, I gotta face that. Nigga, this is straight facts. You ain't know about my life, I wear face mask. I got checks on me, Nike, head to my feet. Limited edition, you can get my new sneaks. We facing the streets, but
Hey guys, Miss Bettina here. Ooh, let me not get too close to the camera. My wig is not glued on. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. As you can see by the title, I got another really crazy story time. But before we get started, I have a little promo. So, as some of you guys may know, I live in Winnipeg, and so we have a new local business. That's the word. It's called Exotic Munch 204, and you guys, the Instagram and everything will be in the bio or description, not bio. It's not Instagram. And they dropped off this lovely package for me. You guys are gonna see me open it for the first time. Don't be looking at my wig. First, we have exotic fruit berry popper. Then we have exotic fruit, the OG original grape. This is the exotic drip drink. Contains 2 ounces of drip. Period. This one, ooh, another one. Exotic drip Hawaiian Blitz. This is the Hawaiian Blitz one. Girl, exotic eats hot Cheeto Mac Bites. Look how crazy. Ooh. Hot Cheeto Mac Bites. Listen, these are for all of your munchie needs afterwards, you know, if you participate in the art of marijuana, which I do not. Oh boy. And then we have the Exotic Eats Bira Taquitos. Look how yummy in my tummy. You guys can check out their Instagram. They'll be dropping all of their products on their Instagram soon, so make sure you guys check it out. Make sure you guys follow, turn on your post notifications so you guys know, because you don't know, they might sell out. Yeah, make sure you guys check them out. We got some really good stuff here, and I'm super excited for the drinks and the little snacks here. So everything that. And yeah, like I said, make sure you guys check them out. Okay, let's get real up close and personal. Let's start with the story time. All right, so like I always say, I'm not gonna make this a long story time, but you know your girl likes to ramble. Anyways, let's get into the story time. I used to work at a spa, and then I used to have this home services job, right? Cool. I was doing the home services job. I pull up to work. We're at a client's house. I pull up, park. I remember this vividly because I'm like, how did I lose my phone? Pull up, park, and then I grabbed all the stuff we needed, got out of the car, didn't hear anything, didn't hear ping, nothing, right? Got out of the car, crossed the street, again, didn't hear anything fall, nothing like that. It's winter time at this time, whatever. Go upstairs in the apartment, do whatever we gotta do, and then we come down, and then cool, we leave. I get in my car again, and now I'm checking for my phone, because obviously when I'm working, I don't have my phone on me. Checking for my phone, searching through all this stuff, looking through my car. I'm like, oh my God, I can't find my phone. Long story short, I lost my phone. And this is important detail. It was a brand new iPhone, I think brand new iPhone XR. And at that time, the XR came out, and then a year later, or a year and a half later, or something like that, a new phone. All I know is I got the second newest phone of that year, right? So, no cracks, no nothing, no dents, no cracks, no smudges, no nothing on the phone. The phone was fresh out of the box. Well, not fresh out of the box, but y'all know what I mean. I keep my phones intact, right? So I'm devastated because I just lost my phone, and I'm still paying $85 a month, $90, $95 sometimes, because I go over my data. So stressed out, whatever the case. I think a day or two passes by. Obviously, I find my iPhone, the phone's turned off, or SIM card's taken out, so I can't track it, blah, 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 blah. You know how it goes. And then I'm at work. I'm at my spa job now, right? So I'm at my spa job, and I was a receptionist. So I'm at the front desk or whatever. I sit beside a phone because I'm a receptionist, and the phone rings. I pick it up. Obviously, it's my job. And I'm like, hello. And then obviously, so my boyfriend obviously knows my work number. So he calls me and he's like, hey, someone has your phone. And And in my head, he's speaking Spanish because there's no way I lost my phone in downtown Winnipeg and it was found. That doesn't exist. That itself, that means Jesus is coming back. He's coming back. Like, I can feel it in my bones. That I was like, what? And he's like, oh, like some guy called my phone. Cause you know, Find My iPhone, you can send text messages for them to say, you can send any message you want. When you put it on lost mode, you could put like, oh, please return this, or call this number, blah, blah. Obviously I put my boyfriend's number down, right? So he's like, yeah, this guy called me saying he has your phone, he just wants $50 for it. He said he paid $50 for it and you have to give him $50 for you to get your phone back. And in my head, I was like, that's light. Sure, tell him whatever. Give me his number right now. What's his number? I'll call him because my boyfriend was at work. This is important. My boyfriend was at work and he worked until 10 p.m. I was off at like 7 o'clock. And so I was like, give me the number because I know you can't talk and I'm finna talk because I don't think my boyfriend really had, I don't really know whether he had a long conversation or not. I was like, give me the number so I can call him. This is very important. So he gives me the number, I write it down, hang up. I pick up my work phone and I call this dude. And this dude, I don't know, to me, he was just weird. Like, he was just weird. Like, at first I was excited because I was like, oh, that's light. I could, like, I don't think I had $50 at the time. I didn't have $50 at the time, but he didn't need to know that. I didn't have $50 at the time, but my boyfriend was like, oh, just use my account or some shit like that. Something like that. And I was like, easy. Call this man. Hello, yes, hi, you call my boyfriend and this is the owner of the phone. Yeah, so like, can I get my phone back? He's like, yeah, but you just have to pay me $50 because I saw someone. The thing is, I would have believed it more if he was like, to me, I don't know how he talked to my boyfriend, but when he talked to me, he was sus. Like, he was very sus. Like, he was not moving correctly. And I was like, he was like, yeah, some guy approached me on the street and like, he was trying to sell me your phone and I bought it for $50 and you just have to reimburse me. And I was like, okay, like, what are your details? How do I get a hold of you? Blah, 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 blah. And so whatever the case. So remember that conversation, right? So I was sitting there again. I wasn't going to be off work for like a couple more hours. So I was sitting there like, yes, I'm going to get my phone back, But then I started thinking, right? I was like, hold on a minute. Because again, like I said, the guy sounded weird. He sounded older. Like, he sounded like not a young person, right? So I started thinking about all these situations and I was like, wait a minute. So this guy must be the luckiest guy in the world to get a brand new, to find or buy on the street a brand new iPhone XR. Like, when I say brand new, I mean brand new. You're the luckiest man in the world to come across that for $50, right? Because in my head, I'm like I said, he sounded like older, whatever. So I was like, what if this man just didn't know how to like erase the phone? Because you can't take a stolen phone to the pawn shop. You can't take it and sell it, like, and I don't know. I just feel like old people don't know how to finesse stuff like that. You know what I mean? In 1 or 2 days, like, and I was like, I feel like he just couldn't sell it, and he's trying to finesse me for some money. Because why $50? You know what $50 can buy specifically? I'm gonna just be honest with you. I thought he was a crackhead and he couldn't sell the phone for some crack or for some drugs or whatever the case. And he was like, well, she's obviously gonna need her phone back desperately, because realistically, you should have just given me my phone back. Like, if you're trying to come off as this good Samaritan, you should have just given me my phone back. No, I just feel like he should have been like, oh, can I have a reward? At least he's straight up. I would have been like, yeah, sure, I can see what I got. But why are you specifically asking me for a certain amount? So I was like, yeah, whatever, cool. And then I was like, okay, I'm off at this time. What's your address? Huh. This man proceeds to tell me his address. And all I gotta say is, I can't go there by myself. Like, I literally had to I messaged my cousin. I messaged one of my guy friends. Cause I can't go there. I can't go there by myself. It was like, it's not somewhere a female goes by herself. Like, it's like trappy. Like, it's like, that's all I have to say. And that's what I'm saying. It just added weirdness to the story. Anyways, so go home. I have an older brother. And I was like, yo, this guy has my phone. He wants $50 for it. I was like, should I pay him $50? Like, that really does seem like the right thing to do. Because like I said, it's a miracle that I even got my phone back. But it still didn't sit right with my soul, and I trust my gut. So he was like, why would you pay for your phone? And I was like, you're right. I pay, like, so, because in my mind, I'm like, what if I don't have $50? Like, you're just gonna keep it? Like, you're just gonna keep my phone? Like, I pay monthly for my phone. Like, is that bad? Does that sound bad sometimes? I didn't want to tell this story because I'm like, it sounds, Anyways, let me finish because it gets worse. I was like, he's like, we're just gonna go get your phone. And I was like, let's go. So he comes and then he's like, let's go pick up my boy or whatever. I was like, because again, we can't just go to this, can't just pull up, right? Pick up his friend, cool. And then I'm texting the guy on, I don't know, I think I was using my brother's phone. I was texting the guy, I was like, hey, I'm coming to pick up my phone. Are you good? Whatever, like, whatever. And he's like, yeah. And again, he made a note about the money. He's like, oh, make sure you bring the money or whatever. And I was like, ew, like, so we pull up and I'm like, hey, I'm downstairs. He's like, I'm coming. Tell me why this man, old, like 50 or like, but he was like really skinny and he came down in a robe. Why are you coming down in a robe? Like, you're weird. You're weird. He came down in a white robe. He came down like, so the car was parked. He came down up to the car. He was looking around, come up to the car. And then right away, like, my brother and his friend got out. And then I felt kind of bad because, like, I don't know. I just feel bad about things. So my brother and his friend came out. And the guy, like, looked at them, like, not expecting to see them. And then my brother's friend was like, can I have the phone? And then he, like, it was like, he just like, and then he took it. And then they got in the car and we went home. Like, should I have paid him? Like, should I have paid him for my phone? All I'm saying is, just even the way he was talking, he was just weird. Like, he just was giving me weird vibes. He was not giving me good Samaritan vibes. Tell me why, when we pull off, this guy starts blowing my line. You want to know what he said to me? You want to know what he said to me that came out of his stupid mouth? He said, you robbed me. You stole my... No, he didn't say you stole my phone. He said, all he kept saying was, you robbed me. You just robbed me. He told me he was going to call 911. Calling. Text me, you robbed me. I'm calling the police. This and that. You're supposed to pay for it. This and that. And I was like, sir, this was not a transaction. You were not the Apple store. I was not here to buy a phone from you. This is my phone. Like, I signed a 2-year contract paying $85 a month plus overage charges for my data. And you're talking about I robbed you. Sir, you're the thief. The man was talking about I'm calling 911. Okay. And I said, what are you going to tell them? What are you going to tell them? Oh, I found this phone on the street. And I found the owner and I wanted her to pay for it, and she came with her brother and he took the phone from my hand and they left. Now I need you to go and arrest them. Like, what? I was like, whatever. I was like, anyway, so we just blocked the number. And I'm chilling. I'm like, oh, I got my phone back, blah, 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 blah. And the next day comes. I'm thinking everything is good, right? The next day comes. My boss from the spa, she texts me. She's like, hey, some guy has left like 3 really weird voicemails on our phone. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, I just saved them. I can't really explain them, but I'll just wait till you get come into work, because I was working that day. I'll just wait till you come into work and you can listen to them yourself. She was like, also, like, if you don't want to work today, like, that is fine. If you're sick, if you don't go to work that day, you don't get paid for it. So you're not stopping my coin, Mister. No. I said, I'm coming to work. I go and I listen to them, and the voice messages are like, Bettina, I know where you work. Bettina, you stole from me. And then it clicks. because like I said at the beginning, I called from my work phone. So he had that number, and like if you type in a number on Google, if it's associated with like a business, it's gonna pop up. So my boss was like, okay, yeah, my husband can get here if anything happens. Lock the door in between clients so that like if anything, because again, I sat at the front and like there's huge windows, so I can see the whole parking lot. Like he wouldn't have caught me by surprise type thing, right? So after each and every client, I locked the door, whatever. I told my boyfriend, I told my brother, and I told I was still really creeped out. So I called my dad and listen, you don't want Mr. Moses to get involved, though. I called Mr. Moses. I said, Mr. Moses. He said, yes, sweetheart. I said, listen. This and this happened. This and this happened. And my dad was like, why would he want you to pay for your phone? This and that. No, give me his number right now. He's not going to be calling you no more. Blah, blah, blah. All I got to say is I gave Mr. Moses the number, and I never heard from Mr. again. So that's the story about how I lost my phone, and I got it back, and this man was mad, stalking me, and just doing the absolute most. Anyways, I hope you guys like this story time. Let me know down below if I did the right thing or if I did the wrong thing, what y'all would have done. And again, don't forget to check out Exotic Munch 204. And yes, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Show me some love if you guys enjoyed my story time. And I will see you guys in the next video.
Limited edition, you can get my new sneaks. We facing the streets, but a free.